Hey everybody, Scaremongering Chris here, and I just want to say I'm going to show you a much better video quality coming from the Hubsan Zino 2 today. So first, before I even get into that, I just want to say I am not trying to scare anybody from this quad whatsoever. Anybody with half a brain knows that I've been a big advocate of this. I really believed in it. I still do. I have hopes for it. But I'm not going to sugarcoat crap, and I'm not going to give you fake content or just make my videos all edited so I can show you all the good stuff or put it in perfect conditions to where the quality is perfect. I'm going to go when I want to go and fly where I want to fly and expect the same kind of quality I get out of my other quads. So I wasn't getting that out of the Zeno 2. But what I'm going to show you now is completely different. So I want you to watch that, and it's important to note that it's from the same quad. It's from Floyd, the Hubsan Zino 2. Same time of day, same sunny conditions, same location, same camera settings. So nothing has changed, and you'll be surprised at what you see, I think. So. And I just also want to point out and just give another thank you shout out to Damian Jacobs. Here's the other logos that he made me. This is the one with the bad gimbal that I'm going to tear down. I'm going to take the gimbal apart and do a video on that one to show you guys, and also so Hubsan can see that the gimbal is crap on this one, so they can replace that. And then this is Nate that I've been working on, or I worked on. You've seen it when I fixed it in my video. So this is his. Still haven't returned it. I'm waiting to return it on Tuesday. And don't ask me where I got this strap from. I think somebody sent it to me in a from a Hubsan Zino. That was a donated quad that had been crashed, but I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. But I just put it on there. Nate, you don't get to keep it. I just put it on there because whenever you show with the props on, they flop around. So sorry, Nate, I'm keeping it. You do get the logo, though. I pimped your ride. Oh, and also that was Damian Jacobs. This is his Paranormal Society, Adirondack Park Paranormal Society. This is water bottle. It's pretty cool logo. It's a skull with the logo in it, which is very cool. And he was nice enough to send me a QC Guy water bottle. Very cool. Very nice water bottles too. So love it, love it. Thank you very much, Damien. And let's go ahead and just get into the video. And then I want you to stick around after the video, and I'll talk some more, and we'll keep it all short and sweet. So the video itself is only 8 minutes long. You can certainly endure that, and I think you'll notice it's considerably better. So we'll talk about it after the video. Enjoy it, and we'll talk soon.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. To be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
All right, so that was considerably better than the last couple videos I put out with the video quality of the Zeno 2. And what I've done to make that happen is simply edit it all out. So all of that came from editing out more than half my video content from 2 flights. I took the video of 2 flights from what I wanted to show in those 2 flights in this video, and I wanted to make it between a 10 and 15 minute video of the flight, and I cut so much out, all you got was 8 minutes. But what I've done there is, besides cutting and editing it out, things that I wanted to keep that I needed, like coming up the waterfall or coming up the spillway, I didn't want to have big cuts there. I wanted to keep as much as of that path in the video. So what I ended up having to do there, when I'd get those bad flares, I actually just enlarged it so it fell off the editing screen. Therefore, it's not in view at all. You don't see it, and it's gone. So, I'm not saying anybody is being dishonest in their content, but when you see these videos from like L3 Toys, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing editing because they naturally want to give you good content, especially they're a small channel. They're starting out. Zeno 2 is, their big launch. So they're not going to want to put out crappy videos and get a bunch of thumbs downs and trolls and all that. They're going to want to put out good content. They're a different type of channel than I am too. I'm one that's more help and support, so I'm going to give you the good and the bad. And so I'm not calling them out and saying anything negative about them whatsoever. Another one is Chad B. He's got some flights, and if you look at his, you'll see the flare. You'll see some issues like you've seen in mine. And he's not doing as heavy editing as they are, but you'll see some of these issues in his. So they're putting out good content, and you're not seeing what you've seen from me in my past 2 videos, because I didn't cut anything out of those videos whatsoever. I gave you full flight basically, and you caught it all. There was nothing really held back out of those. So it wasn't full flights, but you got the full path back and forth, and that was not edited or changed whatsoever. So the main point there is I can take it and spread it out so it falls off the screen. I can cut pieces out and then put your little transitions in between there to cut to the next scene and make it look all nice. But it takes cutting out a majority of my video to do that in my situation where I fly, or in the situation of those flights in my past 2 videos. So that being said, me being the channel that I do anything that's help and support and bring out concerns or anything, I'm going to show you the full content of things like that, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And there are some that purposely will hide these kind of things, and you'll hear them, constantly saying, "Oh my God, the Hubsan Zino is the best quad there is. I love this quad. Kudos to Hubsan," and all that BS. There's not a quad on that wall I can sit there and say that 100% about. I can pick out flaws in every quad I have, and I'm not going to give all the props to the makers. I love my Parrot Anafi, but I can give you some issues with that. I can give you some things with that I don't like. I love my Mavic 2 Pro, but I can give you stuff with that too. So I can give you a bunch of stuff with DJI I don't like, but the quad itself, there's a few things that I might not like with that I could point out. So you're getting honest content here. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I just want you to see what you could possibly end up with as well, flying in the same type of situations where I was flying. So I don't believe that I should have that type of video. I call it video destruction. I don't think I should have that type of video destruction at all angles. The sun behind me, the sun to my side, left or right, and that's going directly into the sun. You're always going to have issues going into the sun or at a slight angle to the sun. It's going to reflect and do crazy things within the lens. So it is what it is, I guess. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, I think. So I've discovered something. I came up with something myself. Well, actually talking with another person and some other people that are good with cameras and things like that. We discussed I've discussed with different people the type of lens and everything that we have with the Hubsan Zino 2. So what it boils down to is, can Hubsan fix this with firmware? They can probably do some tweaks to make things a little bit better. But what it boils down to in the end, I think, is the lens itself. That's one thing that we're pretty much in agreement on. Everybody I talk to that is really big with cameras is we've just got a cheaper lens here. And, we don't know if it's, what quality lens we have here, the coating that's on it, if they have scratch coatings, if there's no coating whatsoever on it, and we just got cheap glass, stuff like that. But the other issue is this outer ring here being kind of a reflective, something that the light reflects off to and shoots into your lens at an angle and gives you some flares and things like that as well. So there are solutions to this. One of which will be the last thing I ever try would be a hood. So putting a hood on my Zeno 2 would be the very last thing I do. I hate those things. I can't stand the 3D add-ons to my quad just so I can get some good video. Everything behind me doesn't have a hood and does fine. So it's not giving me video destruction. The other thing is this ring here where I said how I think it reflects. I don't know if everybody knows this, and it's not something I've really talked about, but that comes right off. It just screws off, and the reason for that is if you look at the ND filters that they have on Banggood and GearBest for the Hubsan Zino 2, they're going to set inside this. You unscrew it, you put them in there, you screw it back in place. Originally I thought they were going to be stick-on, but once I got my hands on this and saw it, you can clearly see it's a different type of metal and it screws off. So I've got a filter for this. Now these filters that they don't have UV or CPL filters. All they have is ND filters, and I don't want to be darkening up my video when I don't need to. I would rather use a UV or a CPL filter. And I have the CPL here. I also have the UV, but you can see the CPL better. It's got my fingerprints all over it. But that's from the FIMI X8 SE. So here's the FIMI X8 SE filters. And that's all that was. And then I pushed it out of the ring. It just pops right out. So I took that out because the sizing is very close to what we have here. So I just took it out, dropped it in, and then it screws back onto the camera, and we have a filter. So now I have CPL and my UV filters for the Hubsan Zino 2, but I have not tried them yet because I just came up with this idea hours ago. But this will show you. Now we have, let's get the angle right here. I want you to catch there we go. So now we have a filter. So that's one thing I'm going to try is the filter, and I'm going to take that ring and I am going to paint it the flattest black I can paint it, and that's going to be with like a primer. Something that the sun will not reflect off of and bolt right into the lens like that. So what you're getting is you're getting direct sunlight, you're getting reflective sunlight, and the one thing that actually really helped is my flying over water. When I was directly over the water and I put that glare right in the middle of my screen, the one thing you should have noticed is the picture got incredibly better. So go back and look at my last two videos. When I first start out, I'm close to the water. I put that glare straight in the camera and I got the best video quality out of those whole videos that I could get just by putting that glare straight into the camera. It's those angles and stuff that get you. So it's going to be normal that you get this with any type of quad in that situation, but it should not be video destruction or you're having to cut almost everything out just to make a little video. So I don't have to do that with any of these behind me, and I shouldn't have to do it with the Zeno 2. So hopefully we'll see a lot more content from others where they just put out their whole flight videos in the sun and show the different angles and stuff and see what they're getting. That's what I would love to see. Unedited, uncut, no adjustments or anything whatsoever. Just your full flight video in the sun, and let's see what we get. And then compare it to what the other quads you have. If you look at my channel, go through my videos, you see I fly at that Q Mahoning Dam all the time. Every one of my quads has been there, and the majority of them are on my channel. And you'll see me flying in the sun, and you'll see the typical things you get from the sun, but you're not seeing video destruction. So sometimes I put the wrong filter on, and I'm the video destroyer, but I still leave that content in there, and you'll find it on my channel. So go through my videos and check those out. So I've gone on longer with this than I wanted to for an ending of a video, but more to come. I'm going to paint that ring. I'm going to test those filters and see how that does. Hopefully that will produce something better. Maybe the filter will make it worse. I don't know. I think painting that ring is going to help a lot. And that's it. So thank you everybody so much for watching my videos and taking this Zeno 2 ride with me of all the content I've put out. If you haven't seen those videos, go through my videos now and you'll see all kinds of fixes and how-tos should you need them. And if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. All you subscribers, thank you. And as always, thumbs up on the way out, and we'll catch you on the next one, which is going to be my camera teardown. We're going to take the gimbal out and we're going to tear it all down and get a good look at what we have here. So I need to do that to show Hubsan I have a bad gimbal, and what I've done to try to fix it and get them to replace it. So we're going to put that on my channel next. Take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next video.